and NASL Season 5. So I'm curious to see if they're going to carry that over to LAN, this LAN. In character draft, we do see the Kazan instantly shot for Drew from Bozo Bunch. I know dropleto hates that character, and dropleto did get... Oh no, that's blue side. dropleto did not get his X. He picked Asher. W Asher.
Yeah, love to see Asher. I hear a lot of people just saying it's better Dubu.
Yeah.
So, fair enough. We'll see if these people get it done, but Timeless and Spark of Agility going to be the two starting awakenings. We'll have to see Bozo Bunch versus Bang Bang, who comes out on top.
Yeah, we do see the melee goalie strike shot snoozer fest. It did get nerfed this patch though, so I want to see how Fresh plays around that. I think 3-second nerf to strike shot, and the 0.5-second crazy Atlas nerf that happened. Scarebread's on the Estelle pick though, and it swords it. Wow, okay, that was a crazy sword. FrightfullyFresh a little too up, shades of shapeshifting, shots fired, and I is 1v2ing. It does Sad Boy's angle around the barrier, and Bozo Bunch looks like they have so much control.
Yeah, this is beautiful coming out of them right now. There's the center broken, and Obscure Breads now. Potentially a scary situation if they're able to keep this up. Brett's able to get it past, try and just dribble in this corner. We're going to see a lot of now just stuck with the core the entire game. That's sort of how these matchups work. And we see Fudgy now, low HP, taking a lot of damage from Gret there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of KOing going on currently. Fudgy really low HP with Flip, so you want to be a little bit careful here. But Gret coming in with Flip near the barrier, it does get instantly shot away. And the strike shot from FrightfullyFresh walking up, and it walked up a little too far. It loses that barrier, and this is looking really scary for Bang Bang Fresh missing the strike. But Gret is also looking very low. So much damage coming out, and Fudgy Waffle with the cyber swipe not quite able to find the goal there.
Yeah, what a nice flip there. FrightfullyFresh will be able to save this goal. Obscure Breads now have the flip of their own. Dropleto's looking to do something, but the defense from both sides, I think Fresh is going to be slightly favored just in terms of characters. Obscure Breads is going to want to keep this core as far away from them as possible.
Yeah, Obscure Breads trying his best to keep it away and does hit stun Drew, and Drew unfortunately gets the X Maximus out. A little bit of a buffer angle. Dropleto with the flip in overtime, looking very scary for Fresh. Will he be able to hold on? And no expanse there. Very difficult to save the core in that spot. Very well played by Dropleto on the side of Bozo Bunch, and they take the first point of the game.
Yeah, Dropleto doing a good job getting that through. Asher is such a scary character just because of that primary ability. It's so hard to get it past, and look at that, a 5-second KO onto Gret, and Drew might be looking to join him there in a second.
Yeah, this Atlas middle thing just shot Gret off the screen. It's the KO to Drew's looking very low. There's so much damage coming out this game. Fudgy Waffles with the flip is able to find that bottom barrier. Scarebread's trying to keep it away from Fudgy and trying to just put it on Drew because Drew is so low, has no energy, and it's just getting repeatedly hit. Scarebread's burning his whole kit just to stagger Drew. Staggering him is so important here because now he can't really play the game. Dropleto all over him, trying to kill him. Drew's just out of the picture, and there we go. Finally comes down from Obscure Breads and Dropleto getting a team-up combo there, like a fighting game, and the entire time Gret has been banging his head against his barrier and finally gets it, and he dribbles with the flip and is not able to find the goal there.
Yeah, some good stalling and a nice flip burn. Fudgy now with this turret in the corner, trying to get it through, almost KO'd off the bottom. FrightfullyFresh just trying to get it through these two players, and it's so difficult when they're both stuck there. Fudgy Waffles now in the net. Goalie Waffles, as we know, an insane save off the top. Somehow, either Frightfully or Fudgy are able to save that one. And Bang Bang, unfortunately, getting scored on right now by Dropleto, who's just gliding around the pitch, but ridiculous defense coming out from this team.
I don't think that was a save tech. I think Dropleto just gassed it. He does find the goal later, but that's pretty funny. Scarebread is getting up to Dropleto, has no energy, he's getting collapsed on, but it doesn't really matter. He doesn't even lose like a fraction of his HP. The bottom barrier does fall, and the momentum is able to carry over for Bang Bang to double barrier Bozo Bunch in the first 15 seconds. Fudgy with the flip. This is really scary. Okay, never mind. My bad.
This is very scary. This is scary for Bang Bang right now. Having to deal with the full brunt of the Bozo Bunch abilities, but a flip by Drew secures it. Not much you can do on Estelle unless you have that Rose Warp and that Core Flip. But either way, Bozo Bunch up 1 in this set, still in their comfort zone. Has the opportunity to take it right here. No 5-second KO yet, but I'm sure we'll see one soon.
I was hoping that Bellringer would come in and kill dropleto as soon as he said that. Fudgy Wobbles with the flip down, getting the bottom barrier. Skirbird's trying to keep this away. Drew instantly shot, but the Atlas ult does come out and is able to heal Drew up. And an insane Rose Ward by Breads, keeping this barrier alive by the skin of his teeth. Fresh able to get this barrier up. Drew is just dying off repeat. This is a pattern we're really seeing. The Brawler is just getting shot off CD, and dropleto has this flip now.
Yeah, 2 flips on the side of Bozo. Unfortunately, just missing that angle, but it's okay. The clear up to Gret will secure that one. A 3-0 from Bozo Bunch. Dropleto might have to hit the aim labs after this.
Yeah, I mean, okay. It could be he has mouse acceleration on his setup.
Oh, you're so right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cope.
El Dropleto. Okay, we see the Manu up. Not having to take it, goes for the reverb instead, some extra stagger and cooldown rate. Kind of important here in this match. What awakenings are you looking at here, Tech?
Oh, I mean, I think reverb is really big right now. Is just such a strong character, and that increased cooldown rate is obnoxious.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like now it controls the core so well that it's like that the whole time. But also, Twin Drive on Atlas. Give that to Frightfully Fresh.
Yeah, love Atlas. Hopefully he doesn't get perfect form later. Smile. Twin Drive perfect form Atlas. All right, a nice turret coming out from Fudgy Waffles, but is fine. Okay, didn't find the barrier for a bit. Did finally find it in the end. Dropleto trying to make something happen with the path splitter, not able to find these barriers, and an offense from Bang Bang is just unrelenting onto Bozo Bunch in this bottom barrier. The time has come, not long for this world finally does crumble. Not a very fast, or not a, I don't know what I'm saying. Bang Bang trying to make this play happen on the open net, and
yeah, the strike shot gets it done.
W strike shot.
Yeah, that's one of the best abilities in the game. You were talking about the nerf.
Yeah.
The team's pretty good if you can do that with it, right?
Yeah, the nerf. All right, very nicely played by Frightfully Fresh there, getting some action in. Drew immediately getting shot. My bad. He does have the recup drone though, so he's able to stay alive a little bit further into this point. Fudgy Waffles, W turret getting that barrier, and the Bang Bang both have their flips in front of the net. Drew with the X Maximus just hits stuns, hits that core, and that's Bang Bang up 2-0 in the set.
Yeah, Brawlers get it done.
Yeah.
You saw it in the title that Drew's rocking there. Definitely Brawlers getting it done right there. X living up to the name. Large and in charge. And we see again, this time blocked away by the airship. Dropleto though on the low HP. But we do see 2 players. Energy economy pretty similar on both these sides here, as Obscure Bread's very close to getting this core flip. There it is. Might be forced to burn it quickly if they're not able to clear this out. But Dropleto is doing a good job in this bottom corner. Yeah,
a little bit of a stalemate happening now at this point. The core's not really doing anything. The barriers aren't falling. Something trying to happen. Skirbiz with an insane flip to get it around Drew and the X Maximus. Dropleto trying to make something happen with this flip. Not going to find much value, but does get it up to Gret, which is able to take that top there. Drew looking very, very low once again. And Fuddy also looking low. This Bang Bang is kind of just getting collapsed on here with the amount of damage that Bozo Bunch is coming out with.
That's right. Big heal there from Gret, looking for something. As Fudgy and Drew are so low, cannot step on those mines. Bozo Bunch just looking for the KO. Obscure Bread's even cheating up, trying to find that piercing shot, and Fudgy saved by Frightfully Fresh. Not only can he save the core, but also save his teammates.
Yeah, this Atlas character is very, very cool, but a celebration flip does come out, and Frightfully Fresh is panicking and scrambling, but is able to keep this barrier up. It doesn't really matter. Drew is just getting wailed on. Dropleto having no energy. Oh, wow. That is an Estelle moment. That is not a bug, by the way.
No, that was a great strike shot from Frightfully Fresh, and unfortunately that piercing shot was coming out a second too late as Fudgy's able to sneak that core past the goal, and Bang Bang now tying up this series 1-1 in sets here. And are we seeing any good awakenings, Twisty?
I see this Bargain Brazilians for Drew or Stagger Swagger. Does get some guaranteed survivability, which is going to be very, very good for Bang Bang, as they are going to have so much momentum. Yeah, it does get the Spark denied, gets the Stagger Swagger, and I'm seeing a rapid fire for one of the goalies here. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, Fred's insta-fixed it. That's going to be so good at helping keep the pressure up for Bozo Bunch. And dropleto with the ad rush. I don't know how much value he's gonna get out of that, but I'm curious to see if he's going to get any value at all now that Drew has stagger swagger, and they've only really been killing off of stagger, not knockback.
That's right. We will have to see another notable thing. Fudgy Waffles picking up the extra special. If there's one thing you love seeing, it's a turret pointed at your gates 1 second into the round. So
consistently, every
round. Sometimes it's nice to have the same thing. They say variety is the spice of life, but sometimes you just want the exact same thing happening every single time.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Hey, I mean, Drew got shot with stagger swagger up even. Stagger swagger, not as good as it used to be, because they did nerf it a lot, especially the regen rate. So it's not like you're immortal anymore, like how you used to be able to. So it might not provide as much value as I thought it was going to do for Drew, as he just got his recoup drone taken away like immediately. But dropleto is now the one looking low, trying to munch on these orbs, looking like evil Drew danger out here. But Drew and Fudgy Waffles are both looking very, very low. Fudgy Waffles got shot, and now the ad rush is proccing. This is a power play for Bozo Bunch.
Yeah, and there's another one, proc dropleto, finding a huge KO there. FrightfullyFresh just forced to try to defend this. Will survive long enough for Fudgy to come up, but dropleto does find the strike war win into that bottom corner. A nice strike shot there to save the net. We see the primaries coming out. Obscure Breads does have the flip. This is going to be difficult for Bang Bang to find this goal. You're going to need some sort of stun onto Obscure Breads, or just a super far away angle. And look at dropleto, low HP in this corner, trying to get anything back, has the flip and shoots it through. Gret actually gets it with the stuff there, and Bozo Bunch secures the first goal of this set.
I'm not happy about that goal. That's a certified Asher moment if I've ever seen one. But FrightfullyFresh with the 2 Atlas expenses too, not able to save that. Very well played by dropleto, but L Asher for that one. And Drew immediately gets taken off the pitch. Frame 1 by the black hole in the middle. And FrightfullyFresh looking like Luke on Friday, getting scored on by dropleto, and that's a very quick point going over to Bozo Bunch.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a 3-second and a 5-second KO. Now we got a 7-second. Make sure you look at your timer for 51 seconds, because that's when the next one's going to happen. Right after 9, we're going up in incrementals.
Dude, yeah.
Yep.
Drew trying to make that happen, not quite able to find the KO. We don't get the KO. But the black hole does pop, and dropleto didn't really take any damage from it because he's in his secondary state. Drew trying to make something happen with his bell ringer, not quite able to find his footing though. Gret kind of just pushing the core forward here into dropleto's hands, but Fudgy Waffles is fighting back. He doesn't like this oppression that's going on in the midfield, and FrightfullyFresh is able to get over to Drew, which gets hit stun by dropleto, but is able to find that barrier, and Frightfully Old does not get the ult off in time.
Yeah, we're actually seeing the ad rush being procced a lot here on dropleto. Although in this instance, it hasn't helped yet. But we saw it on that last point there. And look at that knockback. dropleto almost claiming yet another KO onto FrightfullyFresh. Fudgy just has to get this up to Drew. The X Maximus punching through 2 people, but Obscure Bread still able to save it. Has to use that strike shot now in a little bit of a scary situation, but Drew reads the clear wrong. And it's safe for them, up 2-0, 1 point away from a perfect set. Not if Drew has anything to say about it.
Is Obscure... Okay, my bad. Second I open... I'm not even gonna finish my sentence. Okay, that's on me. I take full responsibility for that goal. Very well played by me. Nice mind control, and the side of Bang Bang finally got a goal taken in this set after the steamroll that was kind of going on. Actually, I wouldn't really say steamroll, but it was in Bozo Bunch's control a lot of this set. And it's not just a corner battle with Fudgy Waffles and Gret, but FrightfullyFresh and Fudgy Waffles both have... Drew has his flip too. I mean, this is 3 flips for the side of Bang Bang. Can they make this goal happen? Fudgy Waffles with the glitch pop trying to get it up to Drew, but gets shot by dropleto. And that ad rush is proc once again. dropleto getting so much value off this awakening. And he's really just showing the power of knockback KOs.
Yeah, there's all 3 core flips gone in the span of 10 seconds there for Bang Bang. Just trying to get through dropleto. Making sure FrightfullyFresh can't do anything to help this team. Really blocking all these clears and projectiles that can come out. There's a glitch pop, not quite finding its mark from Fudgy. He's playing pretty defensive right now. dropleto is on low HP, but finds the KO onto FrightfullyFresh, who's saved by the recovery drone. And Obscured Reds and Gret are locking it down in this net right now. 1 point away from closing out the set. There's the flip. And a nice strike ward from dropleto will secure that. We see all 3 players in the net, and dropleto rips it into the top corner. Up 2-1 for Bozo Bunch. And they're 1 set away from winning this game.
Very well played by dropleto. By the way, that was not a recove joy. He just killed him while the Atlas ult was out. We do see the perfect form up in the draft, but Fresh is the last in draft, so most likely will not get the twin drive perfect. Yeah, I mean, instantly taken by dropleto. Very, very good awakening, but the Ami with Deadeye is very scary because Ami is probably one of the best Deadeye users. I mean, Luna's definitely up there too with her. Very, very good at getting value out of it. X getting some size is very, very good. Didn't opt for the spec, which is a little surprising, but I mean, it's understandable. And the Orb Replicator, what do you think this Orb Replicator would do, Tech?
So I actually love Orb Replicator. I was talking with Cardsmith just the other day about it. And I think it's stronger than people think, although it depends who picks it up. So one of the things is actually based off of the stagger of the character that has Orb Replicator. So Estelle doesn't have that much health, so it might not be as useful in healing these teammates, but at least getting the buffs might help out a little bit. Anything you can do as a goalie to support the rest of your team, of course, very important.
I thought you meant like based on the player that picks it out. To say use your danger.
Yeah, if dropleto gets it, it heals you to full when you step on it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, as we were yapping, Bozo Bunch just kind of tears this defense apart of Bang Bang, and Drew is just getting wailed on permanently, but he does have his flip. See if he's able to make anything happen. Does celebrate flip off of Fudgy Waffles, got a little too excited there, and is now very, very low with no energy, but the Atlas ult does not come out fast enough, so the recove drone is popped. Little unfortunate for Drew as he's still getting shot off CD, but the very nice Rose Warp by Obscure Beds to save the core, and dropleto not able to find that goal into the open net of Fresh, and Drew finally falls down, and now it's a tower play for Bozo Bunch.
Yeah, this is going to be huge. We'll see if they can pass it by. We have the 2 goalies of Bang Bang defending this net. We'll have to see. Fudgy gets 1 save. The airship comes out, and a great save from Fudgy. The glitch pop is well read, but unfortunately that core flip was there. A nice strike shot there, trying to strike it through. Fudgy on such low HP in the net. dropleto is hunting, able to get this orb, and Drew in a 1v1 looking for the strike, able to get it. The core flip not working out for Gret. Bang Bang's able to secure the first goal of the set.
Yeah, Bang Bang played that so beautifully on the offense. The way Fudgy played, nobody can push the buttons like him, like how he just did there. Scarebet's forced to use that flip there. Little unfortunate for Breads, but Fudgy played it so well and is just able to set up Drew there for the X Maximus, but Drew is getting shot a lot.
Wow, that's that Deadeye.
That's that Deadeye. That Amy Deadeye value, Fudgy finding it pretty fast onto Gret, and Fresh own barriers. I didn't really see what happened there.
Yeah, trying to get the clear up as he knows if he strikes it forward, dropleto instantly taking that barrier, and what a save from Obscure Breads. The turret, though, coming out and securing that, but there are only 2 members of Bang Bang up right now. The flip into the Fudgy angle, not quite finding its mark. It's FrightfullyFresh now, a great primary to stall things up, and Drew's back online.
Yeah, very nice KO found by dropleto. You can get that ad rush, proc, and he wails. He does the Asher combo on Fresh, and that's another goal for dropleto in the books. dropleto playing very, very well in this Asher character, abusing that ad rush, getting a lot of value out of it, and he's just showing how good he can play when he's locked in, and the black hole does come out and takes the barrier for Fresh. Obscure Bitch trying to find the needle, and he does thread the needle to Gret, and what an insane save.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for Bang Bang. You got to be feeling the pressure right now, too, as you're down 1 set. And that's certainly not helping out. Fudgy trying to clear this through, and Drew is just getting damage dumped on. And there's the KO yet again by dropleto, an 8 streak. Just being a warhorse for Bozo Bunch right now. Looking to get this pass. dropleto pass up to Gret into the top corner. Bozo Bunch is looking strong.
Yeah, Bozo Bunch is playing this match phenomenally, very good at neutralizing Drew and making it just a 3v2 all the time. I mean, this is how the game was intended to be played. Always a 3v2, smile. dropleto trying to make something happen with Gret here. Gret, honestly, last time you said that, I'm going to use the reference, looking like a yardstick of a health bar over here, but Drew with the X Maximus is able to take that that top barrier in combination with the firewall sentry, and Fudgy Waffles trying to find a play here with Drew, but the defense of Bozo Bunch is just so... Okay, my bad. I don't know what happened in my mouth. Yeah, you go, Ted.
No, I mean, their defense is looking great, despite Obscure Breads being on the Estelle striker. You know, of course, someone that doesn't really deal well with people sitting on them, like Drew has been able to a lot of the game, but all things considered, Obscure Bread's been doing an amazing job locking down this net. Although against these sentry turrets, it's so difficult. And there's that center coming up right away to thwart off the efforts. Drew barely living, but not for long. Taken off the pitch, and yet another power play. I'm curious to see how many KOs are going to be on that end screen after this match, because I feel like Bozo Bunch are just absolute brawlers right now.
Yeah, Bozo Bunch doing so well in the damage department in this game, and Fresh is keeping this barrier up like his life depends on it. He really does not want to lose this point. He does not want to lose this match. He's very, very locked in, and trying to make a play with Fudgy Waffles over to Drew, and what an insane play by Drew, but what insane reaction by Obscure Breads, able to save this in such a close point. It could go either way at any point, and dropleto with an insane dribble is able to get it into the goal around Fudgy Waffles, and that is a 3-1 set victory for the Bozo Bunch.
Yeah, and we saw some reference, some context for that game in the match chat. We did see Dropleto say that he had to pee before the game. And he wanted to make it a quick 3-0, but it went a 3-1. So Dropleto, I hope you make it in time, brother.
Yeah. Wait, so he hasn't peed?
I don't think so.
Bro wanted to get out of there.
Yeah, he plays ad rush.
Yeah, I mean, W ad rush. Dropleto getting... We gotta wait for the progression screen. Getting 8 KOs. Pretty impressive with how... I didn't see how long the match went for, but it wasn't that. Okay, Sai is gonna move it over. Okay. Yeah, oh, wait, minutes. That was a long match. Okay. Eh. I mean, pretty average match. Still a lot of value from Dropleto on the ad rush. And honestly, dude, this team is playing so well. And they're doing so well with the damage. They're doing so well with defense, offense. They just look like a well-oiled machine.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they got it done.
Yeah, Bozo get it done.
I'm afraid for any team that has to play Bozo Bunch coming up, and I think all the other teams are equally as afraid after those type of performances. We just see Dropleto and this team just run through and hold it down. It doesn't matter how many times you get KO, because they get right back up and put it in your net.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, do we have more matches coming up?
Yeah, go to break.
Okay, so we'll have more matches soon. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys later.